Alright, I think I'm good. So I had to shut the window. It's really nice out, so the windows are open, but some guy's outside with a blower. So it's like, ah! Yeah, you guys don't want to hear that. There's still one window open, but it's further away. So I think we're good on that. Cream soda's delicious. Anyways, alright. That one. I've like rushed through everything. I'm gonna remember to actually post messages this time. That's this one. And I had an update, whatever. And that one. Okay. Anyways, hello. Sinking ships is hilarious. I love that's on. I would only be down. Well, if you're just starting SFM, yeah, it's a little down at first, but hello. So this is going to take a little bit to open. I was like kind of starting it. I opened it and then forgot to actually load a map. So. Let me know if there is like too much like buzzing. Oh. Okay, actually he's kind of like farther away, so I think he's fine. It was like really loud just a little bit ago. But I'm not sure. I don't want to shut my windows. It's so nice out. Yeah, I think getting into using SFM like in general is pretty easy. It's getting to this part where it's a lot of it's second nature. Like I don't even think about buttons I hit anymore, and I just do it. And once you get, I think to that point, everything just comes so much more fluidly, and I get stuff done 10 times faster because I don't have to think about how to do stuff. I just I know how to do it. I just have to do it. Actually, here, everybody keeps asking what keyboard to use, so I'm gonna find it. Mechanical keyboard. I don't know how to spell. Alright. It's a Razer one. There's certain products I like Razer. I like, Logitech mice, and I like Razer keyboards. I'm using a Razer headset, too. But I think it's this one. Yeah. So yeah, this is the keyboard I'm using. Just the Black Widow. It's a fully mechanical keyboard. I think I got it on sale for like under 100. But it's a really nice keyboard, and it really has a like every key has a really nice push and feedback to it. So I highly recommend it. But I would look around and see if like you can get it when it's on sale or something, because it's a little pricey otherwise. And it's got only 5 macro keys, but I really don't use much for macro keys. So, yeah, it's a clickety-clacker. Did I type that somewhere? I should have checked where I had my mouse clicked. But I only use the macro, like, right now the macros, I have one that's set to, like, auto-click mouse 1. It comes in handy for certain gaming and stuff. And then I've been setting to find buttons for the others. Like right now I have one of them set up where, is that not working? Oh, it's already open. I have one of them set up to open up my secondary viewport. And I did look through everything to see if I could find, actually I want to keep that closed, find a way to do the enable lighting button, but there is none. I went through everything on the keyboard shortcuts, and that one is not in there, sadly. There is like progressive refinement and all this other stuff, but they don't do enable lighting. Oh, I wanted to check if they have show camera, not that one, show focal plane. That actually could really come in handy, because that's for enabling the camera's focal plane. But yeah, sadly they don't have that. So I actually worked on this a bit on the weekend, so there's stuff that's changed. I actually worked on a lot of camera stuff because I wasn't happy with some stuff. I think I changed this, or I was playing with this one, trying to find a better angle for it. But and I kind of like that camera angle right there. but I need to figure out how to transition it better, because right now it kind of slides in there a bit fast. So I think I might slow it down and make it more consistent. But I like having that blurred flower back down here and making that focus. It's kind of a nice shot. So, what other things did I change? Oh, I went through and added the elements to every statue now. So, and I colored them right, so every one of them now has those elements on them, because I did kind of like that idea. I pulled out a little bit on this one so that you can see it when it gets into the shot. What else did I change? Yeah, so that's what all those elements are. Got now. That'll be better in the shot. So, what's the other thing I did? Oh, I was trying to play around with a different camera for this shot. Because I feel like it's kind of, it goes a little slow. I think I'm trying to find out, did I have a test one? Oh yeah, I was trying to see if like I'm potentially coming up from the front, but I didn't end up liking any. Oh, hold on, it froze for a sec. No, I do work on stuff on the sometime on the stream, but I tend to try to focus on the stuff that I'm not allowed to show on public, and so, or stuff that I don't want, smaller things that I don't want to have you guys spoiled by, and so you at least have some stuff that's like, oh, look at that, like Alushai. I really didn't show anything on that in streams. I did that completely outside of it, so then it was like, hey, look at this video I made. So, no, this is the only animation program I use. I don't use anything but SFM. Come on. I use a lot of other programs for stuff related to, but for the animation portion, it's all SFM. Come on. Yes, I have email, but I recommend, or I rather have people contact me by other methods. So a lot of the times I check emails, but I don't like answering them on my phone. I just look at them on my phone, and I'll put them to the side, and sometimes I'll forget about them. So if you do that, I'm not guaranteed to contact you back, and I really probably rather have somebody on like DA. DA is probably the better one. Would not just save you from the spoilers, save you from all spoilers. I mean, because having everything spoiled is not that fun. Okay, that camera's back. That camera's playing with. Okay, I'm trying to play around with some new different camera bits for this bit. I don't know how well this is gonna work. I'm gonna have to. Okay, I already have the particles off there. I'm gonna turn off the particles here too. No, if you remember, I had it doing more of it. I wanted to try to pace things a little faster instead of having it make it look like it was just like taking its time and like being slow. Plus, I made it so the elements actually glow over here. No, I haven't done any studying of SFM, or not SFM, animation. I just like picked it up and was like, hey, this is pretty neat. Anyways, so I just changed it where this is sped up a little bit, and then there's just other breakpoints in here, but I'm not sure if that's going too fast or not. I might have to change how she's animated to make it fit. Plus, I sped up this camera. I like this faster spin. And plus, now they move. Fluttershy movie, that's kind of creepy. I'm not sure if I want to keep it. She blinks. That wasn't changed. That wasn't changed. That I might change if I'm going to keep the movements in the other one. I don't think I changed that at all. So that's a lot of the change I did. So this is supposed to be showing one of the crystals glowing and getting brighter. This is showing Rainbow Dash here move. So, but with the camera, it kind of makes it cool. So, but I am having it so that the elements are like Where is it? This one. Yeah, the elements are glowy. They're glowy. You can't... Playing with the time scale of particles is... Yeah, it's not really in the particle editor. If you actually go to a particle here and just go to the after the particle is created, it's the screen changes a little bit for the edit particle. If you go in that, there's a time scale at the bottom here. So if I were to change that like to 0.5, it would half the speed of the particle. But some particles, when doing that, don't have the same result. It mainly like some trails don't exactly look right. There was one Dota one I played with, by changing the timescale, destroyed it. So it works for most things, but you're not going to guarantee it's going to work for everything. But I have utilized timescale. Otherwise, you actually can like slow down a clip itself. So like, say that where's a good example? Yeah, like here, this clip. She's doing her walk-up thing. But say I wanted her to go slower, I can actually go in here like edit clip, set time scale 0.5, and now it's at half speed. Now the clip itself is playing at half speed. So, but you can do that for speeding things up, slowing things down. But the thing is again, particles don't slow down correctly. I tried to make it so that you could like break off a clip at some point and just make it slow-mo, but the particles will jump because suddenly they're being created at a different time at a different place. You would have to really play with how they're positioned to try to get them back to make it look smooth like that. So thanks. You guys are awesome too, so you guys watch my stuff. This would be boring if I didn't have people watching it, so thank you. What am I doing here? So yeah, that was it. That's all the stuff I've done. It doesn't look like much, but it was like 6 hours of work. Setting up... Oh, wait, no, actually I did one other thing. This part. I actually gave her a little bit more animation. So now she looks actually like realistic, instead of just opening her eyes. I think that was the only other shot I did. Oh, I changed that camera just a little bit at the end here. Oops. And that was it. So I think other than that... Why is that so bright all of a sudden? No, that's the right brightness. Dead. Yeah, I'm gonna be working on stuff. I was just showing some of the stuff that I had changed because people like seeing how this is progressing. So, since I did stuff off of the stream, normally everything else has been during stream. But otherwise, I was probably gonna be working on this bit with Pinky doing her glomp. Mainly because, really, besides this shot, a lot of this is getting into planning, and I really don't want to do planning on here. Or at least I don't want to do all planning, because planning is boring. It's me trying to figure out shots, which is a lot of just me talking to myself. And so, I probably spend more time planning shots than I do animating them. So, yeah, I don't want to do as much. I want to keep as much of that off stream as I can. Okay, I think that marker is supposed to be when it starts to fade out. Okay, I think I said that the base jump is done. And so now I just gotta blend them. Glomp, glomp. Yeah, that's actually why I think doing these helps keep me focused too, because I'm talking and I'm running through everything and it keeps my thoughts to like one thing at a time. Alright, so I'm gonna blend this now. for one, Twilight doesn't come in till at this point, so I don't have to worry about her at all. So Pinky, I need to get jumping. And I can't do spline because, for one, spline doesn't exactly work right. But I can time this the way that I want to time it. So like here, I want to get this close to, but not into that other one. Because it'll help blend them better. And I'm not really worried about her leg sliding, because at this distance, I can like just do some really messy fixes for any slides and it would look fine. So okay. Let's try this. Blend. And I'm just worrying about the actual like way things are blending, the actual timing for how she is doing it, like speed-wise. I can easily change that later. So all I'm worried about here is just how it's blending. So like from here to here it seems a little bit stiff. So I'll move it here a little bit more. Yeah, now it's nice and smooth. I want her back end coming out smoothly, not rough. And I might still, well, you know what? I might keep it there and just blend it a little afterwards. So yeah, I'll do that. Okay, now she needs to start taking off. And this should actually be pretty quick. Oh, I did make the door. The element door was made by a guy named Gun Griffin. He's actually the one that made the door and I have them turned off. They're on. Where are they then? Oh, there they are. They're lighting. He made the flower pots for me that were from the show, and Aggie went and fixed them because some update broke them. And this is before Aggie fixed the door. And then yes, the door was made by him, and I just gave him a rough. Oh hell, where's my sketch for it? It's kind of funny. Where's in my Dropbox? No. Oh no, it's on my DA. We would find it. But I think I put it under like sketches or scraps or whatever. Yeah, that was my original design for it that I sent him. And so he made it like I asked. And the only thing I asked was to have this part separated and then the door, and he went and like created the outside portion of it just on his own idea, and I think it's awesome. And then added little bits otherwise. So the little swirly things did seem a little excessive, so I'm glad that he didn't put that on there. But he also made it so that the pieces could be separated, so Aggie went and boned this so that they move. So yeah, he's the one that did that. He's right now out in a pilgrimage, so he won't be back till August, but when I put this out. So I started this 2 years ago, and he'll be back when it finishes. In terms of the Fallout thing, actually, the only reason I didn't do the rest is, well, for one, yeah, I didn't want to have that type of content on there. That's why I liked episode 1. But also, I do plan to do more with Fallout. Just I'm trying to keep it less blood. But no, the book is messed up, but it's also an awesome book. I think is well written. All right, so now we gotta keep working with Pinky. Okay, so she's gotta get a little bit more. Okay, so this one should be pretty quick. I can't cross into that because if I round but I cross into this bit, it'll start blending this one too, and I don't want to do that. Actually, I think I can go up to there, but that's dangerous. So it looks slow, but it will be sped up. Okay, so she's gonna jump here, which probably means I should move this so it's a little more blended. And this guy's real smooth, so I can't have too large of fallouts. Okay, she looks like she's flying, but that's because I haven't added some of the extra bits to keep her, make her look like she's actually taking off. So I think that's taking too long. Okay, I do gotta blend this over. Maybe here. So she has like a 50s haircut. For the which glass? Like the ones on the windows, or the ones on the side windows, or the ones in the main hall? There's a lot of windows. Okay, so that's good, but now the actually hitting her part needs to be pulled in. Twilight should be scared at about that point. That's good. But she needs to jump, be scared. Like suddenly, like, bam! Actually, I'm going to probably add another bit just before that. Oops. Wow, that... Is that from the shop before? No. Why is her neck busted? Oh, you know what? I probably grabbed it at some point and broke it. Let me fix her neck. Twilight. Her head is falling off. Looks too base pose. There. That helps. I'm glad that I could be entertaining enough for you to fall asleep. Okay, so I want her to kind of look over and suddenly be like, oh crap, it's a pinky. Okay, so she's got to have a little bit of time to turn. The glass with the main 6 on them was, and I swear I put that on one of the DA pictures too. Prints. So let me double check. This one with the glass. Yeah, I did. In this picture, if you, I linked to it. This person, Noniel or whatever. This picture, and it's really big. The regular one. And I asked permission to use these for the windows, and she was like, okay. So that's what I used for the base of them. And there is the Twilight one, which I had considered using for something, but I just changed my mind. Plus, I wasn't past a version that didn't have the DA logo thing on it, and that's a lot harder to remove. This one, the removing the DA logo from the top of this was easy. So, but they did say I could use it. So, I thought I would even use the little small ones because they're pretty neat. Well, yeah. Well, the textures, the actual models themselves are made by Bearded Doom Guy. He's the one that made the break-in windows part. It's gotta be quick. Okay, so I need to make sure that she starts moving when she gets hit. Right now, if I blended it, she's going to start taking the impact before Pinky actually gets there. So I'm going to animate them actually slightly separately and then play with it. So Pinkie Pie is going to impact here and then go down. I'm going to try it this way anyway. Oh, yeah, I got to shrink some of these. Not Rainbow Dash, Twilight. I'm just going to shrink that down by 1. Okay, I'm just going to do Pinkie Pie right now. Make sure this is actually all crossover. I gotta grab both. And she's going to kind of do this little slow thing in the air. That's fine. So I'm going to say that's okay, but I'm going to grab this. Okay, so now Twilight gets impacted right here. So I'm going to take and move her a bit. This is going to be fun trying to grab that a little bit. I'm going to unlock. Okay, so right here. That's when she starts getting impacted. So yeah, maybe I should keep it over here. So right here. And okay. I don't like unlocking these if I don't need to. It allows you to choose outside of frames. I don't like to do that if I don't need to, but here I'm going to. So I'm going to say from here. Here. Oh, that's still too early. She's technically still impacting her head, but I'm going to animate her to fix that a little bit. Okay, now I can do them together. I like cute stuff. That's what I've been trying to make, in a way. Okay. So it still looks keyframey. That's fine. Now the hit And Pinky's butt going down should be out. Oh, that's in. You know what? No, I'm going to keep that there. If anything, I'm going to move it back. Maybe I'll just have it fall fast again. I was thinking of having it like hover in the air quick, but I'm thinking I might just have it slam down. Gotta get that butt slam. Okay, but I'm gonna just select Pinky. And I have to be careful how I round this, actually. Okay, that should work. Okay, so when they get hit from here to here, I probably want to have it go like this. I'm going to grab them both. I'm going to move them a little bit further this way. Okay, so that works. Now grab just their roots, and I'm going to take the very end and just drag it a good ways a bit more. Now to make it not look keyframey is fixing it by adding up in all those little extra things. So now she takes off. So when she goes down like this, I'm going to have her head. Why can't I select you, Pinky? There. From here to here, but for one, she needs to really speed up here, so from here to here. Okay, so from I think this spot to this spot, just before she takes off, which is about that. I want to have her, I think, go further back here. Yeah, that's what's gonna work. So I'm just gonna grab the graffiti's. And I don't need to do the left leg because that's already in the air. No, I keyframed her. Everything that she's doing was keyframed, and then I just blended them. But that did make it look like keyframe-ish. What I mean by that is it's blocky, like you hit one pose, then you go to the next pose and the next pose, and then it's the adding the interior animation after that that really cleans it up. Like a full episode of MLP with Fandom? No, that probably not. I actually, if anything, after I'm done with some of these larger ones, I might go back to making short things because I like making long stuff, but it's hard to maintain motivation for something over a long period of time. So I kind of want to go back to making some short stuff for a while. Sometimes the lighting helps determine how those things should look. I think a lot of it's going to be just making her foot look forward a bit. It's going to be broken midway through there, but I can fix it, so... And I found too, when the legs are crunched up a bit like this, is to turn the legs out and then turn the back leg in. I don't know why. I've been trying to do that more. I think I need more bend though. Just back on the back leg, I think I might have turned that too much though. Yeah, that's better. Not too worried about that leg, because again, you can't see it. When she takes off here, but from here to here, which is where her leg is, I'm going to go from here to here, starting quick, and then dropping off quicker. I'm going to have the back legs stretch more. Whoa, but not locked. Oh wait, I got to actually... Before I do that, forgot the front leg is going to be... Well, I thought the front leg would be busted. Oh, I had the right ball selected. That was the right ball. I guess it just didn't even move. I have no idea how many animations I've done. It's on my YouTube. Okay, that's what I want to fix here. From this point to this point. And this point. It causes a little bit of wobble. Actually, this is more oil than I want. Try fixing that. Just doing this smooth. Whoa, maybe not. It's fine. You can't even notice the legs are wobbling. That's all that matters. Okay, so that again I wanted to do from here to here. To here. This is just going to extend the legs out so that they better look like she propelled herself. Probably actually should put that closer. I think that should work. And I'm also going to have the hoof end up like that. Same with the other one. Though I'm not worried much about how its leg is positioned because you can't see it as much. And from here to here, probably. I'm just going to take her front leg here. I'm going to wrap it up. No. Maybe that will work. If anything, maybe go up. So when she hits here, and before she drops down, which will be here, up, and then drops down, and have the leg go up. I'm just jumping around as to who I work on here. So Twilight, when she goes to get up, should blink. As she's pushing herself up, she should be head down a bit. She gets hit here, but her leg here I'm going to have delayed when it's going up. So she gets impacted here till here. And then she impacts here. Okay. So I need to make her chest one turned a bit, pushed up, I think. Actually, just pushed up. Because she's clipping right there, so from here to here, need to prevent that clipping. We're bringing her right forearm farther forward. What, it does? Okay, I didn't... I have a voice. Tita sprinkles. Okay, I'm gonna have them bounce a little bit. I think I might have them continue moving a little bit more than they are right now. So I'm gonna grab this point, that point. Where is your... Both your rids are far away. You're resistant. Okay. Okay. It kind of comes to an abrupt stop. I don't want to have it so that at this point they bounce a little. And bouncing should be easy because all I have to really do is select them, but not their roots, and play head. I realize her leg is spazzed there. Just play head a point before they hit the ground. So like just about here. Mainly, well, that'd be for Pinky more of though. So I'm gonna do this for Pinky. Okay, and then for Twilight, I'm going to pick this point right here. Wait, not a full playhead. I must have moved her pelvis for some of this. Pinky will be delayed just a teeny bit. Oh, not that one. So when she hits, her legs should stay going down. Before MLP stuff, I didn't animate. MLP is the first stuff I've ever done. I did some, like, random creative stuff, but nothing serious. I'm trying to time this just a little bit better. There we go. That should do a little better. Okay, Twilight should close her eyes here, so I'm just going to have it closed for the rest of the shot, even though it won't stay that way. This leg should be going down a bit. I should go up a bit. Not that much though. I'm gonna probably move this to a different bone. Oh, I use this program, Open Broadcaster. So it's recording everything. See, it's bouncing with my voice. So, and it's free. That's why I like using it. And it has the ability to record as well as stream. And so that's what I do. It's not really complicated at all. It took a little bit to get it set up to work right. But after that, it's worked great. Trying to find a way to get this to bend right. Oops. Anything from about here? New application has been downloaded. That's wonderful. I think from here. Here, so very short distance. I'm gonna try. Where's your pelvis? Yes, still bent that way. Ah, that worked a lot better. Actually knocks her off her, well, off her ass. Oh, the changing of shots? Yeah, it's really only when I'm changing the actual camera, and actually you don't even need to do it that way. Technically, you could do it. You could change the camera within the same shot, but the nice thing about doing it by this way is I can delete everything that's not the shot and reduce the efficiency required. Like in this shot, technically that door in the background is not visible. It's not in the shot. You can see the fulcrum goes across, and I can follow the line there. It's this line right here. That door's not in the shot, so I don't want the door. By getting rid of it, I increase. I'm gonna keep the frame because that is pretty close. But by deleting things that aren't in the shot, you can increase your render times or decrease your render times, make them faster, and that is super effective. I can't believe I said that. So like in the Fallout video that I did, the renders would have taken absolutely forever. But because all of it was a scene build within the void, or at least the majority of it, I could delete like all but like 6 models. And so the render times, even though there was a lot of complex lighting in 4K and all this other stuff, the fact that I had very little models to work with made it so that the render times were actually not that bad. Okay, so Twilight from here to here used to have her head brought further in. Actually, from here to that point. At least I don't want to make it look like they're kissing, I want to make it look very impacting. And her head should be taking the impact initially, so she's going to have whiplash. So this is this point. It's going to make the head go back. Ah, no, get away from me, Peggy. Oh, you smell like poop. Too quick. I think that's like 2 frames. I can't even. It's way too quick. No, I can't even do the whiplash. It's too quick. But her head should be down and ready, and so when it impacts here, it should pump back up. So. I already took care of him. How you wish to use your talent is completely up to you. Yeah, it's just who's locked. There we go. No, I've had people say that before, and it makes me laugh. They're like, "You're wasting your talent." I'm like, "How you use your talent is completely up to you. I mean, it's nobody should be the one to dictate how you utilize anything." And it's not a waste, because if I wasn't doing this, what would I be doing with it? Okay, I'd be making TF2 stuff. Well, the one problem I have with TF2 stuff is there's a lot of it. It's hard to be an original in something where everything is a copy paste of something else, and all the characters are the same characters. It's hard to jumping in there. There's not. I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't interest me. To me, I have 10 times more ideas with these models, and I have way more control over it. And the cartoonish aspect means that there's a whole different everything for it. So. No, I am not gay, but yes, even if I was, it shouldn't matter. What you want? What do you want, Horse of War? Or did you say it somewhere else? No, okay, when it came to the Fallout video, when I did the render, it was... It's hard to say how I did that one, because it was very different. Well, let me finish this, and I can show you how I rendered it out. Okay. I just wanted to do that one motion. Save that. Never know what you come back to. I had a lot of renders for it. It was probably more unique how I did the Luna banishment. The storage one. Oh, I gotta warm up the hard drive. There we go. Because Luna's banishment was actually done. And actually, like, I have pre-speed grade and post-speed grade. So the post-speed grade is the renders that are done after I put it through speed grade. So this is, like, the final shots. Bam. But the actual SFM portions, like, I had part 1, which is just, this is the first map, because this was split into multiple maps. So this is part 1, which went from just the first shot all the way to... Twilight doing her little thing here. That was the one map. And then I went to the mountain shot, so that was part 2, so that's why that was separated. But there was a couple different here, like I had to do a fixed render because there was an error with the lighting on this, so I had to fix it, so I rendered out this shot again. No Luna because I had to do the fade. This is the shot with these going by, but there's Luna's not in the background at all. But it was the day and night, so like this shot was all the day shots, so it's them coming up on the ship and all this stuff. So that was a really weird split. But the Fallout video is this one. A lot of renders. These are the actual renders for the final video. Each of those being a separate render that I had to do. And it was based on, I had originally split the video itself, how I looked at it, into 5 pieces. 6 being the credits, so that doesn't really count. That was just, I think, like the after bit with the fire. No, that was no, that's labeled differently. That was just the final shot rendered a second time for fixing. But the main shot at the beginning was separated into 5 pieces. And so I rendered up into 5 pieces, and that was just my own idea as to how breakpoints were. But each shot had some that were multiple, so like bad frames because my hard drive was failing and I had to replace some. That's why like this one I don't even know if hard drive failing. So like on this one, let me get a further one, down one. Maybe this one too far. Yeah, here. Actually a couple in. Yeah. So you can see this render, all this render is for a flat line of the audio, so that you can see the audio doesn't move. And then I rendered this one out, I think 9 times? Yeah, I rendered it out 9 times, and each time that audio thing would have a larger display thing. So I think, right here. So now you can see this one is rendered again, but now it's at max. And then I keyframed the audio to it off of 9 renders. So that's all. The renders themselves are split in just 5 sections that were just breakpoints that I considered within multiple shots, mainly so that I didn't have a render that ran 24 hours. I was a render that I could do overnight, in the morning, start another one, then when I got home from work, start another one. So I could do 2 to 3 long renders a day. So I had to plan this out about a week ahead of time for rendering. But a lot of the separate renders beyond that were just for special effects. So like I think on this one, this is for a special render just for this shot having the book on the screen, Book of Arcane Sciences, and this is the special one just for having the barding on the screen. And then I went and did all the textures myself for that. So, but that's all that was like separate renders, was just so that I could fade between them. Other than that, it was basically pretty straightforward. A couple of them were fixes because I forgot to actually change the guard's color at the end, so they were using the original guard's colors, which then they would look like they just suddenly miraculously recovered from a head wound, and I didn't want that. So, yeah, there was a lot of renders, but it was just for that kind of stuff. Nothing special. Actually, one interesting render I had to do. Like here I had, no, that one I don't think I used that one. This is for the trailer, for the computers. Oh yeah, for the computers that were coming up, for the stuff that was on the screen. I used there was a light that was used, that was spinning. So I had a gear that had the light texture on it, spinning, aimed at the screen, and so it made it look like an animated texture, but really it was just an animated light that was doing it. And then these are green screened, and I actually keyframed the video into the screens to make it look like they were on the screens. So, but yeah, that shot was one of my favorites, and it wasn't anything in the final, it was just the trailer. So yeah, that's, I mean, when it comes to actually how to do a render, you're probably better to look up online how to do some of that stuff, because that's really complex. It depends on how you want to do it, MP4 image sequence, how you want to compile it afterwards. That's a very, very long topic. I just recommend, if you're just going to be doing normal videos for now, just go export movie, choose movie, MP4. If you're in normal mode, it's going to be at 720. just if for the first few videos, just play with that. You shouldn't have to. Don't like try to get maximum quality renders. You should be trying to get used to the software first. Though I do recommend going into the more options here and like putting it up to like 32 or 64 override on these too. Makes the quality look better at the end. How far did you get when you first read photo? I read it straight through. Like as soon as I started reading it, I ran it all the way through. It was like a month it took me. I didn't stop at all. It was just bam, bam. Start opening my shades. A bit more light in here. The overall video is separated into 6 parts. 5 for the main part of the video when it was actually in the stable, and then there was a 6th part where that was the outside portion. And the outside part, because that was all like, it wasn't a very long shot, I just did that all in one go. So that was part 6. But the main first part, and actually how I split those up is I think... this is one. So I kept all my storyboards. It was how I split up my storyboards. I didn't do a storyboard for... So like, for the first shot, this was like how I considered... I think this one wasn't my first segment fully. This is so old.
Oh,
Nothing's optimized. But like...
Maybe it's one.
So I considered originally that the end of the first segment was after her speech here.
I urge you to direct that anger where it truly belongs.
Because that was kind of an end segment to one, and then I'd keep going. I think this... Yeah, this is the end of segment 2. Because when the door shuts. And then segment 3 was this...
Stable bar.
You see, originally how I designed the cameras, how basic it was in the final, that I did change some stuff.
Good enough. Panel.
I love that death stare. You're dead!
And I'm also the one who's gonna bring her back.
So yeah, that's just how I split it up. It doesn't matter. That's the way I was splitting up the video. You might have split it up differently. It doesn't matter. It's however you want to do it. But yeah, that's also how my videos look. How old is this one? The first work in progress. May 7th? That's later than I thought it was. Sure. No, that's the final work in progress. Okay, storyboard. Yeah, February 12th. Okay, that makes sense. So, a year and a month ago. That's when I started it. I'm gonna go Twilight and Pinky outside the route. Okay. Why did she just kind of go up there? Okay. That's more believable. The pony that crashed into the wall? I'm not sure what you mean. I actually have all those, or just about all those Fallout storyboards are on there. It's just I have them unlisted. I got rid of a lot of them, but I still have a lot of them up here. I keep them up there as an example for people that want to see it. Might have kept all the storyboards. There's Work in Progress 3, there's Storyboard 4. Storyboard 3, 2... Yeah, I kept all the storyboards up there. So, they're still on YouTube. I don't make them public, because, for one, that would have been spoiler hell. I thought about making a video that kind of went over the process like that, but it was taking a while, and I kind of got busy doing other stuff. Okay, so from here to here. She turns right at this point to this point. Okay. I'm gonna try to keep her butt a little bit more to the ground. So like she was being knocked off of her. Swept from her feet. Yeah. It goes so quick it was not even noticeable. Though I do kind of want to have that thigh still kept lower. She's not being put through pain. Okay, maybe a little bit. It is Pinky. For how often she defies physics, I'm pretty sure she weighs a ton. Okay, so I think she needs to have her head bounce a little right here. And I don't mind her clipping on the other side because it's not the visible side. Her arm should be pulled up a bit here. Okay, so from here to here, actually, let's probably pull up her hand. Okay, so our hand impacts here. So if we go down there, if they go up here. Have it drift a little further back here. Maybe not. For one, this ball should go down with it. The previously playing, that is Father's Heart. Music from Tony Anderson. It was one of my top 5 lists. I keep a top 5 list of songs to listen to at any one moment. Which actually, hold on, you guys gotta hear one. I've been watching a new anime, and there's one of the intros that it has that is pretty awesome. There we go. This one. This song is awesome. Anyways, I saw somebody put a link. The picture. It's me! And I appear to be very hungry. Well, thank you. That's pretty sweet. I'm gonna put it in favorites. Well, thank you very much. Put that back. Okay, awesome. I think I need a locker just to... There we go. Like I said too before, I'm not doing the tails yet. So Twilight's tail goes like nuts here, like in a weird position. But I'm not worrying about that right now. I can worry about that later. And it would actually make this look a lot better too. Right now, just having this stiff log out of her ass flopping around just doesn't seem... That sounded so bad. Wait, does this floor... No, it's not. I'm gonna fix this floor. Yeah, I do ask it if you... Well... If you post links relevant to the conversation, it's not a bad thing. You just don't spam links like being, look at all these pictures I made. Okay, so that's one. This is one. And the lines are the ones. I need to add the alpha too now. This is alpha. I'm used to doing colors so much. Which actually I needed a... Why did I do... Oh my god, I'm stupid. Alpha, not float. Okay, and this would be big triangle. Small triangle. And there'd be inner circle and an outer connecting triangle. That's the one. And the inner ring. There we go. Okay, and then this would be the one that's causing the main star, so that override that. I like having all the pieces of the model separated for all the, because it really helped a lot for the lighting, but then it caused issues when actually walking on it. But it is nice that I can do it because all the texture is separated. It makes it so it's just so flexible. So, nope, wrong one. So this would be pentagram. This would be for star overlay. Sure, so long as I understand what it means, that's all I care about. Okay. It's there. Now I'm able to jam the star closer into the ground, which actually I went too far into the ground. There. So now I don't have to worry as much about the clipping thing. My favorite movie? Actually, you know what? This may sound weird. I have a lot of movies I like, but one of my favorites, I think I have it here. I just have a bunch of pirated movies I have to delete. Speed Racer. If you haven't, the new one, if you haven't seen it, I love the cinematography in that movie. The way that they were able to maintain the cartoonish aspect, the way that the original show acted, and still make it fairly entertaining. It wasn't rated very good, but it's one of my favorite movies. The way that they did the racing sequence, especially at the very end, the way that they did the cinematography, the way that they overlaid the characters, they did the racing and the camera angles and everything, I thought that was awesome. And I thought they did a really good job with it in that regard. And it's I think one of the more inspiring movies for me in terms of cinematography and being able to utilize a cartoonish movie like that and make it feel real. So yeah, that's one of my actually favorite movies. I've watched it probably 4 or 5 times. I'll check out the links later. I'm kind of doing the stream thing, so I can't distract it too much by that. When she impacts here, she goes fast enough, so I think this should work. I think the actual impact itself kind of works. I think... Oh, nope, I forgot her... I don't even think I have her arm for here blended yet. No, I don't. Ah. And that's left front leg. Yeah, there's like a part where suddenly her leg's like, oh, God, I got hit. Arm down. Okay, so her arm should be up until this point right here to the impact. Should be falling forward because she got hit, so she's reacting to it. And when she actually does hit the ground, the first part of her arm that should go down is her shoulder. Actually, I might kind of keep that strong motion that it has. What's wrong, bud? But I'm going to decrease it in this part of the arm. her front hoof right here is way too fast of a movement here. So I looked up close. So this is the camera angle version. How to Train Your Dragon is pretty good. I just felt like it was like forcing something. A lot of those 3D movies now are becoming that, where it's they just have some idea for something and they try to like force a movie out of it, and that felt like a little bit to me. It's hard to say sometimes whether or not people liked it because it was a good movie or because it had dragons. Okay, now that they're glomped, that is like like a 1 second animation finally done. And I'm probably gonna say that's good for now, but what I have them do after that, now I gotta figure out. So I don't know if I want to have her throw Pinky off. They need to do it. What they're going to do with the other ones too. Let's just Applejack run over there and just buck her off and like flying towards the door. So Pinky'd be like, "Wah!" Oh, that didn't work. You get bucked and go, "Woo, flying Pinky!" I must go. My planet needs me. Well, looking at each other and grin is fine, but we gotta realize how far away this is. It's really hard to be able to do emotions at this point, so a lot of what's being told here has to be done through body motions. But it's not just those two. So, like, I mean, I still have Applejack in here too, I think. So, the way that I was thinking of doing it was to have Fluttershy kind of do a little flap and land right over here. Like, kind of over here. And to make sure that she's okay. And Applejack to probably just walk forward but like shake her head like in like Pinky, you're so stupid kind of like thing. Rarity, I was thinking of just having her take a step or two forward and just giggle, but like stop, because you know she's not the one I would think that would need to run up there and get close. Rainbow, I was thinking, well, I could have Rainbow fall backwards and just start laughing. Well, the thing is, Rainbow Dash doing face palm, I see Applejack doing a face palm. Rainbow Dash, especially when it comes to Pinky's antic, I can see her more doing like a fall backwards and laugh, because that's just kind of more fitting for her character. But how would I do that though? Right now her pose is just the base, like, stationary flight that I have, so I'm not really worried about destroying her. I will destroy you. Well, to me, Fluttershy should be... I can't do everybody doing the same thing, because then it would just kind of be like I was cheating. So I want to kind of mix it up a little bit. So someone that might have Rainbow giggle here. So if I'm going to have her giggle, I'm going to have her She has the base movement, so I have to be the... I can't just do the normal way I keyframe this. I'm going to delete these. I don't need them anymore. I have her... Oh, first get into more of a laughing pose. I don't know if there's a laughing pose, but I'm going to make one. What is this too fast? No. Okay, so that's good. Okay, I'm gonna make that go a little bit quicker. Thankfully it was on down flap. Well, I'm trying to make it so that she's doing a kind of a suppressed giggle here. Oops. I joined the in terms of like the why did I join the fandom thing. I really didn't intend to. like I just watched the show like in a way back in like September of 2012, and then I didn't do anything about it. I watched the show, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good, and nothing. That was it. I didn't watch the show anything beyond that or anything. I just decided to, in like the next February, I started looking up content, and I was like, well, this show looks, or the Fandom comes up with some pretty cool stuff, and really I just paid attention to it. I really didn't see myself in the fandom for a long time. No, I'm actually gonna have her fall from the air. But I want to have her do start the suppressed giggle. At what point, though? Think a little earlier. I have delayed that a little bit more. I have to be careful because this is when it starts fading to black, so... So I'm going to say at the point, this point, so when it starts fading to black, I'm going to have it drop. So I'm going to have her drop right here. Which I'm probably going to do it from her pelvis. It works better for blending. The only thing I'm worried about is if I put her down there, it might look like suddenly she just went dead, and I don't want to confuse people. Okay, yeah. Instead of that, and like I said, what I meant by that is if I have her drop down right as it's fading to black, it might be confusing as to whether or not she was laughing or whether she was having seizures, and I don't want to have that confusion. So I think instead I'm going to have her roll back into... It's right, this was her, when she does her down flap. So I'll have her do it then. I'm going to have her pull back and just start doing like a hearty laugh. Where's your hand? There's your hand. Might have to shorten up her arm a bit. Otherwise, she's not going to be able to touch her chest the way I wanted to. God, the long necks make some of this hard. I can turn the wings to make that fit better. So don't listen to them. That's the easiest way. They're calling you names out of insecurity. So just ignore them. Ooh, your shoulders are still locked. Actually, when it comes to people like that, even just replying to them is probably something you don't even need to do. Just ignore them. When you respond, it doesn't matter what you respond to. They will respond back and keep saying this stuff. So it's best just to not respond at all. Oh, this is also recorded, so you can always hate it. I know there's always more fun to watch stuff when it's live, but I'd record them for those that can't. I need to turn her wings. It's really bothering me that she's like flapping them in such a weird pattern. Global access, that's dangerous. I'm not going to do that. Okay, so from here to here, her wings should be turned so that they're flapping down. Okay, and now the same thing here. Peaks here. Wings back here. Currently, this is about the baseline. Don't want to have them turn all the way down. Why'd you ring like that? Did I break it in the other one? Yeah, I did, kinda. I could not afford to go to Holland, trust me. I do know people, or I know a one guy in Holland though. I have a friend I've had for many years that lives in Holland. He is a cobbler. I've had plenty of experience with haters. I dealt with it a lot in high school. I dealt with it a lot myself, but I just learned how to deal with that over time. Mainly in the last couple of years. All you have to do is really get to a point of a hater's trying to make fun of you, and the only reason that it would affect you is if you are insecure about whatever it is that they're already making fun of you for. I mean, if they go and call you like, well, I can't think of anything as an example, but normally, like, if somebody they find something that already bothers you, so if they say like faggot or whatever, it's if you take it offensively, why? I mean, really, what is there offensive in it? There's nothing about it. Whether you could say that you are gay or not doesn't matter, because you know who you are, and that's all that matters. So, and if you like who you are, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about it. They can just go and kiss your ass, really. So I just learned who I was, and I've just left it like that. If somebody else doesn't like the way that I am, well, that sucks, because I'm gonna be like that for the rest of my life. So they can just deal with it. And if you don't like something about yourself, do something about it. I've always been one that says you don't have a right to complain unless you are taking action to fix it. I went through some shit in my life, trust me. I had a really rough time a couple years ago, and that taught me a lot. But it's not just me, everybody has their own rough spots. And everybody can teach you something. I think this leg needs to lag a little bit. Yeah, that looks better. Problem with this is making this lag, or making something lag behind a little bit, doesn't really work too well when it has like this preset motion. Oh yeah, I can just do override. still have overhead on. That didn't take me long to forget I had that on. What's the thing is, people can't really make fun of you. Well, whether they know a lot about you or a little about you, it doesn't matter. They'll still find something to make fun of you for. But it doesn't matter, because the less they know, it just means that you know that they're just picking at straws. Alright. I'm not sure if I want to work... I might just leave her at like this for a little bit. The actual giggling part would be a lot of shaking of the model, and if I needed to make any changes after that point in regards, it would be very difficult to, because it would be stuck with that motion. Shaking and stuff, if I wanted to try to blend something afterwards, would be destroyed. Okay, her wing is clipping into her head. That's probably not recommended. So I'm going to fix that. Wing open on this one is from here to here. Wait, no. That point. Okay, so I just have to round that, and that should pull it out. Okay. The same on each spot. Close enough. Close enough. I don't think you can see that wing clipping anyway. No, you can't. Actually, even this other one, you can't really see it that bad, but I'm going to be careful. So from this point to this point. There, that should have eliminated all clipping. At least the majority. Yep. Okay, I think Pinky needs to go a little higher here. Now to think about it. Well, she does kind of stop in the middle here, so from here to here. Okay, so she should hit her peak right here, and hitting there, let's say there, and launching here. This will be your pelvis that's lifted. So we're going to say it like this. I think I'm going to keep that here, but I'm going to actually take her from this point to this point, about the same actually. Offset. Okay, I forgot her one hoof here too. There was a button I learned. What was it? It was like V? Yes, that was it. If you hit V when looking anywhere, it will center it to the middle bit here, which means you have a perfect alt rotation. Well, if you do it from here, it does it kind of weirdly. If you hit V, it'll do a perfect center, so you can perfectly rotate around something. I was looking up some interesting key bits. And also, don't hit C, because that makes a new camera. I realized I had like 14 cameras at one point when I figured that one out. They're all hidden cameras, but... Okay, so from this point to this point, to that point, I need to have the leg stay behind. Okay, so that just about works. I'm just gonna round this so that it's not as jerky. This will be the hoof staying behind. But initially, I don't even know if this is going to be noticed, but I was... So we're here to here. I don't know. The small silly stuff just tends to happen. Anyways, it's Pinky glomping Twilight. I'm pretty sure that that would be considered goofy. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, that could just be taken badly, too. Whoa. In the darkness, I'm going into freaking light. I think it's sad that like the most detailed scene I'm gonna have in terms of animating is gonna be the very end. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. This ending bit's only going to be 6.5 seconds long, but to me is probably one of the most important scenes because it's supposed to be the like seeing all this is whatever, and she's all happy, but that seeing them actually interact with her then is supposed to be the clincher. So it is still important. What if you just have like Pinky like constantly nuzzling Twilight then? Nuzzling should be back and forth, not forward backward. Which direction does this go? That way, so I gotta go this way. Not down. But she doesn't have materials for making a dress. Oh, that's not Twilight. And then she was succumbed to evil. Oh, yeah, I probably should have her eyes go back to normal here. Where's your shoulder? There it is. Yeah, let's have their eyes closed. I'm not lonely. Not that I know of, anyway. Okay, I'm gonna do it from here to here. I'm gonna have it so that she slowly gets more sad. Not that, she's not actually getting sad, but it's getting that she's realizing what's going on instead of just Pinky's trying to kill me, that she's instead like, oh, she's just trying to be like nice and stuff. Alright, thanks. that SFM took me a while. Leaving the stable was definitely a challenge, but I liked it. It turned out pretty good. Yes, Pinky is definitely trying, well, should we make Pinky try to kill her? We'll do that. Why not? You said you wanted something goofy. Only the most perfect of swords will do. There's not like a cupcake sword, is there? That is not a sword. Oh, it's a scabbard. Okay, good. Is that Buster sword? Huh. We're not gonna give her those. Actually, I can see her having meat cleavers. There we go. She can have those. I have a plan. Okay, Pinky doing this animation is actually kind of funny. Let's scoot back. La, la, la. is your root transform not doing? Oh yeah, because I moved the pelvis. Nah. She's just kind of in the twilight. Dead. Dead. She's enjoying this way too much. Hold on. Welcome back, Twilight! Or it'd be like, hold on, I'll make her like, just hand up there. Be like, ah. Whoa, that's like badly placed. And then we'll do this one, we'll do here. Or be up here. This one will be done. Cast here, there. Okay. I realize that these are probably too quick. Oh god, the splining broke. Hold on, I gotta fix my splines. Right head here. Right head here. I don't even know if this is the right. No, it's. Oh, it is. Thanks. Ah, that kind of worked. She will cut your meat. She is faster than the human eye. Pinky. You're so funny. And afterwards, like, her arms just stop going, but she's like, whatever. If I had a foaming at the mouth animation, or, like, particle effect, I'd put that in there. But I tell you, she's totally like hamburger. This things are kind of entertaining. I can be sadistic Dan sometimes, can't I? Okay. Well, we're gonna group that into a thing. We'll call that chop chop. And we're gonna hide that and pretend it never existed. Let's make sure I didn't break anything else. I don't know if I really want to animate her body too much here. Because a lot of it is, if I'm going to be from this far away, you're not even going to notice it anyway. So I might just keep it as it is. Obviously I'm going to have her tail probably wagging because she's a dog now, I guess. I used to. I had a doggy when I was living at home with my parents, but he was put down about 2 years ago. 3 years ago, actually. So, 3 years ago, yeah. So, I do not have a pet anymore. Actually, I can remove these three. They're not needed. I can't do that. Rarity, Rainbow Dash, and Comedic. Wait, no, they're shadows, aren't they? Yeah, they're shadows. Though technically Rarities isn't. Haha, I can get rid of Rarities. Oops. It hurt more at the time. I'm just, if anything now, in terms of, I think I have pictures of him. A puppy. Yes. That was my puppy. That's such a cute puppy. Oh my god, he was so adorable. He even wore a hat. He had a hat on. His porno pose. Oh yeah, that's the funny one with the hat. I like that picture. Okay, some of those are the day you put them down, and that actually I don't want to look at right now. Where's this oh yeah, him and his head in a bucket. He was so hungry. He was a big boy. Oh, there he is when he's a puppy. Oh, look at those eyes. But he had a good home, and if it's one thing to be sad because you miss him, but I mean, yeah, I do, but it's also, but I'm also happy that we even just had him at all. I mean, I could be, would I wish him back? No, he was in a lot of pain when he was put down. So I'm glad that he is no longer in pain, but I'm glad that we had the time with him. I really like how that turned out. That actually turned out like way better than I expected it to. Plop. It's gonna look better once the tails and stuff are done too. But yeah, he was a good boy. He behaved himself. Plus, winter camping was fun. Do I have pictures from that? Hold on. Jupiter CA. That's 2006. Oh my god. Yeah, and rolling in the snow. We winter camped in the way up north, and don't trust me, winter camping sucks. Oh, where's my? Oh yeah, this is my favorite picture of him. Yeah, he's so adorable. Anyways, enough of that. This is a pony stream, not a doggy stream. But he was a cute puppy. I miss my puppy. I actually have some video of him on YouTube, but it's all private videos. A lot of it was stuff that I put up the last day we had of him. And I just have it there for myself. Okay, so I think that's gonna be good. I don't know, it's funny to watch. Okay, so I'm gonna call Rainbow good for now. Fluttershy taking off and landing over there is gonna be a little time consuming, and like I do normally on Tuesdays, I'm only gonna go for a little while longer here. So then, I might make a Rarity walk up then. I wonder if I should have, like, Applejack put her hat down like she's embarrassed because of Pinkie Pie. Yeah, because if I do that, then if Rarity walks forward, it'll put her in this empty space. Rainbow will stay over here. Fluttershy can fly over here. Then everybody's kind of in an open area so that they're not feeling they're not overlapping. Because right now, like, Rainbow's overlapping Rarity. I don't want that happening. So where's my walk? Yes, this will be an animation on YouTube once it's done, but it is just not done yet. But it's going to be primarily, it's made for BronyCon, and then August. So I want to have it done in the next 5 months. But as of right now, yellow stuff that I've animated, just not refined. So I mean, I have and green's ones that are basically done. So I mean, I have this little bit right here, but then I still have to do this whole bit right here. So I almost have 2.5 minutes done, but I still have 1.5 minutes of the early part I have to do. So, and this part I still don't know how I want to do it. That's why there's nothing there. So, other than the go-karts. Still wish my explosion worked. You can make it. You can make it. So sad. This is really not the right music for this. Anyways. But yeah, I have a lot more I have to do still. But it will be on YouTube once it's done. BronyCon last year was awesome. There was so much going on, and that's I premiered the Leaving the Stable video there. So that was at the panel, the SFM panel on Sunday. We got to show that in front of an audience, and that was a different experience. Okay, I don't quite want that. Where is closest to start of a walk would be right here. Just a little bit before then. There we go. I played with a lot of carts. The stuff that was actually in the live stream video was different, I believe, actually. Most of the stuff that was from that one for the carts actually was thrown away. I do that too much. So I started to just save it as like Chop Shop or What the Fuck or something. Okay, so her route, she's just pasted right there. So this is when I need her to start walking forward. Actually, I'm gonna make her walk a little faster. Not that fast. That should work. Well, thanks for coming. The streams are fun. Usually. I'm really good at making stupid stuff and then throwing it away, as I've said. I think she's sliding. Yeah, it's a little too fast. Too slow. Fast. A little slower and that should work. A little slower. That'll work. Well, I can tell when somebody's a regular, I can start to remember the names. Okay. This is going to be like a really rough start, but I really don't care. Actually, I picked like the perfect way to start it, because it actually just The back legs shift a little bit, but other than that, it actually is pretty good. Oh wow, I'm gonna do. That's pretty nifty. Alright, I'm just gonna have her whole head turned here. Not her head, her neck too. Oh yeah, it's not slick through there. And where is your eyes right now? Right, yeah. Put it right there. Oh, are you? I don't think you're walking straight, are you? Moonwalking gravity. Thought that was straight. Apparently not. Okay. Come on, autosave. There you go. Yeah, I don't think I have to spend too much time on anybody else just because I'm pretty sure the Pinky Glomp is going to be like the focus for most people. Probably Pinky Glomp and then probably Rainbow after that, but if the fade goes right here. I might have to delay that fade just because I want to probably have that fade as soon as she starts going to hug her right there. So I might move it to this point. Where's the audio there? Let's see here. Non-existent, so that's fine. And if I take the camera's tone map, yeah, I can actually make it sort of fade to black. I'm gonna put that here just so I have some kind of a basis to go from. Photoshop right now is just walking in place because I'm going to have her walk, but I don't know if I'm going to make her walk anymore. So. It actually works, like, stupidly well. Just feels like it suddenly is like it just drops off to black. Like bam. Maybe if I have it go further faster at the beginning. Yeah, that works better. Does it a little smoother. So I'm gonna keep it like that, and then I'm just gonna round it at the end. Okay, I think I want to actually have that extended a bit more. That works. Oh, you want to play through? Yeah, I can do that. I was making stuff loaded. Those really quick bits that I have in here, because they're only like a second long and some of them are less. The lighting in the video has problems keeping up, so don't expect those to show very well. Just making sure my cameras are set. Okay. I'm going to 4 cons this year. I'm going to MLP MSP, Cider Fest, BronyCon, and Everfree Northwest. Two of them are kind of no-brainers because they're like driving distance. One of them's like literally 3 miles away. But the other two are, I've always wanted to go to Everfree, and BronyCon was because BronyCon. Great way to start the video. Look at that face. It's like she's trying to eat her face. No. Okay. Anyways, video. What? Autosave. Particles are off on that because it's too intense. Die! No, I was gonna say that I turned off the magic on this one because it's really intense and takes up a lot of my system resources. Whoa, gotta move that back. See? But I like that shot. It's so magic-y. Yeah, I'm still not sure about these shots. I feel like they go... I think it's the bad transition right now because Rarity just passes here and acts as like a transition, so this shot right here seems immensely short. Like a third of a second. So if I were to like... Where's the camera for that one? Move it here. At least it paced better, but I think I have to also throw the camera at Twilight here. Because right now it shows her in the middle of it. So technically, like, having it so that the camera... Because this is swifts off to that side. Sorry. Since it goes flying to her, that side, I have to keep going to the right, which means I have to put this one... to this side. And then this blender right there. Oop. And that does a little better. Though technically I should have her come in there and blend a little better. But I'll figure that out. I don't want to destroy it yet, though. So, but no, in terms of like, no, I am not rich in terms of cons. MLP MSP is literally just down the road for me, so I don't have to pay for a hotel. I don't have to pay for a flight. It's like a free con. And since we do a panel there, it's literally a free con. And then Cider Fest is a drive. So I just have to, I have to pay for a hotel, but I don't have to pay for a flight at all. So those two are fairly cheap cons compared to a lot of others. The other two are flying and stuff, but I share hotels with people, so you can get a lot cheaper rates that way. The streams normally go 4 hours because that's usually about the time where I start getting burned out. But next stream's Friday, which I should probably say because it's 9 o'clock, so I'm going to be done on the streaming thing. Because Friday we're going to do the longer day. But, oh yeah, music. But yeah, so Friday will be the night when I do the next stream. Normal 6 to 10, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and so, yeah, you asked something here, hold on. How did you add those additional cameras in shot 4? Oh, this one? Oh, like how I had the camera change? All I did was I literally had 2 cameras, and I have it listed here as to when the start and when the end frame is, and all I did was have it like fade in here, and I just, while the video was playing, just dragged the other camera out of the window and I changed it to that other camera. That's all it was. But that's because it's shots that I want to have overlaid so that they will fade between each other, but I don't want to have to mix up the video and have audio playing at different points or repeated audio to try to determine such. So I keep it within the same shot and then just put multiple cameras. That means that in the end, all I have to do is render this shot twice, and based on the frames here, so this is from 2474, so the very far front of the shot, till 2735, and then this one would be from 2700 to the end of the shot. So I know later when I'm going through the frames number by number, I know I know I don't have to render this whole one if I don't want to, but normally I do. But I just know in After Effects I have to grab it from the 2700 point, and that's where I wanted to start fading in. So I can actually figure that out then. But yeah, that's my way of doing it. Otherwise, you'd have to break up audio and all that. And no, I don't want to do that. So, but yeah. So yeah, that's so. Anyway, that's enough for the stream tonight. So, but yeah, I will be streaming again Friday. Where's my phone? Lost my phone. Where'd you go, phone? It got dark. Oh, there it is. Okay, found my phone. Gigabytes of videos just depends on the video. Some videos are... I have... What is it? The Fallout one takes up a huge amount. Just renders alone on leaving the vault. Not gonna give me numbers? There we go. 148 gigs. That includes all the work in progress stuff. But the finals alone, 56 gigs. That doesn't include credits. So I should put that in there too. And then I thought there was oh, the beginning wasn't done in here. It was 61. Yeah, it takes up a little bit of space. That's why I had to buy extra hard drives during Black Friday. But yeah, otherwise, I'll be doing Friday, and then that next week have something different. No, I readjust my schedule, so I'll have Tuesday open. So yes, I will be doing this crap on Friday again. So, otherwise, thanks for all coming in, everybody, and all that stuff, and motivating me, and helping me make absolutely stupid chop, whatever the hell this is. For Twilight. Anyways. Readjust. Alright. But I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming, all that. Bye-bye.